Good morning, students. How are you all? I think so. All of you are fine. I'm doing well and staying home, staying safely at home. But I'm feeling and don't roam here and there. Just please be safe at home due to prevention of the corona. And okay, and anyhow, we are in a different setup, and this corona changed many things. I can say that for me it is physics teacher became a chemistry teacher also. It's a very nice experience to me to teach you chemistry, and many things are there. And last night WhatsApp group I shared the changes in the science subject. Okay, and in that one, the ninth class and 10th class is there. Just to scroll down, come to end of the PDF, you can find out 10th class changes. And this one, some topics are deleted. Whatever the deleted topics, also I share with you. That is CBSE done, and this is only appearing for the next board exams. Okay, and keep it an eye always, and if possible take a printout. If it is not possible, write on in your notebook first front page or somewhere are very important, and note down the marks of the each chapter also, so that it is very easy to understand, and to revise quickly. And here suppose for easy and for high weightage concepts we can give more importance, so that we will achieve good results in your board exams. This is my motto. And here anyhow we are starting the today's class. The first chapter it is in chemistry, that is chemical reactions and equations. This is a quite interesting one. Equations. In this one, these two phenomena can be combinedly, we will see. And we know that in lower classes we may study about two things. Suppose if a substance, if you take, and that may undergo physical change and as well as chemical change. In the previous classes, in lower classes, you may concentrate much more about the physical changes. And now here we are going to learn. We are going to concentrate on the chemical changes. Okay, when we can say that a substance has undergone chemical reaction, a particular substance undergone chemical reaction. I mean, my in other words, we can say that when we can say that a substance has participated in chemical reaction, there will be four things will be there. The first thing is change of state, change of color, and the third one is evolution of gas, and fourth one is change in temperature. If anyone is happened, we can say that the substance has undergone chemical reaction. Okay, let me take an example that change of state, in the sense, don't think that it is like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, changing from one state. It's not like that. It's like changing from solid to liquid and liquid to gaseous state. And suppose the government of India, state government are preferring to eat egg daily. And how will eat the egg? By omelette or the by boiling. Okay, and if you see that by suppose if you take a raw egg, and that was poured in water and that is boiled, And by supplying heat energy, what happens? Here it is, the liquid egg will become into solid egg. This is change of state, that is chemical reaction. The egg has undergone chemical reaction. And uh, and don't think that always these four will happen: change of color, evolution of gas, change in temperature. Suppose if you take water and if you are continuously boiling that, it will become into vapor, and this evolution of gas, we can say that it has undergone chemical reaction, and its temperature also changes. And room temperature, that is the water is 30 degrees centigrade, and it is and after heating it may reach 100 degrees centigrade. This is the thing, and these things will happen. Suppose if you take dosa, that is in liquid state, and if you pour it on pan, and if you are heating that one, it will become into solid material. And suppose if you take a nail, iron, any iron material, if you keep it outside due to moisture in nature, it will become into rust. That is a chemical reaction, and that is one element will be changes into another element. So this is all about when we can say that a particular substance has undergone this chemical reaction. These 4 points are very very important. And along with this one, and once you see this video, and after that you take the notes from this one. And let me take an examples of chemistry. And suppose if you take magnesium ribbon, and suppose if it is burnt. Magnesium ribbon means, if you went to market and if you ask me, I will give magnesium ribbon. And if you burnt with some spirit lamp or something, and it will become some powder you may collect, and which is a magnesium oxide. Here it was changed. Previously only magnesium is there, and now it is become magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. So here how to represent, and this is all theory part, and our thing is chemical reactions and equations. This chemical reaction is happened, and how to represent it, how to communicate with others, This is a magnesium ribbon. Okay, and this is burnt. Here it is with oxygen, and becomes into magnesium oxide. And there are many ways are there to communicate. Generally we'll communicate like this. We'll write down some theory part. This all story will write down: magnesium ribbon is burnt by using spirit lamp, and become into a powder. That powder is taken in something like in a bowl, and which is known as the magnesium oxide. This is one way of expressing, but it seems a very lengthy one. It is a very lengthy story, and I want to shortcut it in short and sweet manner. I want to communicate it. So how to communicate it? That one, this is like magnesium plus oxygen gives rise to this aromas, is called as the gives rise to magnesium oxide. This is called here word equation type. Word equation type of expressing, and still more shortcut is there, and that is by using symbols of a element. Like magnesium is represented as Mg plus O2, and this is MgO. This is chemical equation. So while we are writing a chemical equation, what are the things we have to point out? What are the things we have to remember? This is very very important. This is very very important thing in chemistry. and simply this is called skeletal equation. Skeletal equation. This is not a finalized equation. This is not the final answer. Okay, what is the final answer? And next one, balancing equation. Balanced equation. Balanced equation. Okay, and balanced equation in the sense, suppose if you take zinc granules in a conical flask, and let me take one more example. And this is a conical flask, and here I am taking zinc granules. This we can do in lab also. Zinc granules, and here if you add dilute HCl, dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and it gives hydrogen gas. It gives hydrogen gas. Okay, in this one, how to express, how to communicate. Okay, and this is we'll all write story like theory part. Zinc granules we have taken in conical flask, and on which we poured dilute hydrochloric acid or H2SO4, and later on after chemical reaction it gives some hydrogen gas. This is a lengthy story. This is a, and how it will be expressed in sweet and short. Zinc granules plus hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Gives rise to zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. This is what type? Word and equation type. This is word and equation. And in symbols, and still more short type. And chemical equation, how to represent zinc will represent in symbols Zn plus sulfuric acid H2SO4 gives rise to zinc sulfate plus H2 hydrogen gas is evolved. And I told you in the beginning of this class, there are four things are there. First, change of state, change of color, and evolution of gas. Here gas is evolved. Okay, so here it is zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. So this is a chemical, and here we have to see, this is skeletal equation, and here we have to see balanced equation. Before going to that balanced equation, let us learn some more terminology. So okay, and the elements which we are going to participate in chemical reaction, these elements are going to participate in a chemical reaction, and these are all called as the reactants. Reactants, this is called, which they are going to participate in a chemical. And here zinc granules and H2SO4 sulfuric acid, both are adding here it is, and it is gives rise to, and this is LHS side, this is equation, this gives rise to, and this is LHS side and this is RHS side. LHS side elements are called as the reactants, and RHS side, right hand side, LHS means left hand side, RHS, this is called here productants. This is called as productants. This is called as, and here you have to remember that when we can say that the chemical reaction is balanced, and here I wrote I wrote this one, and before this one skeletal equation I wrote. That is not a final equation. So what is the correct equation? In the correct equation, in the finalized equation, the correct answer, what we may expect. The first thing is law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. And in lower classes, you know that, you know very well. And what it is means, mass neither be created nor be destroyed. The total mass remains constant. In a chemical equation, no new mass is created, and no mass is destroyed. Here it is. So only the total mass remains constant. And suppose before reaction it is like 10 grams, example I am taking, and after reaction also this all productant's mass should be, it's like 10 grams only. In another words, we can say that r, in simple language, the number of atoms of each element, the number of atoms of each element should be same before and after reaction. Before and after reaction, what does it mean? Here element, this is zinc element, and here hydrogen sulfate, sorry, sulfuric acid. And this is how many, let us draw a table and keep this one in my number of atoms. Name of the element. Number of atoms before reaction, that is LHSI, and is number of atoms before reaction. I am explaining, and I am not writing this, but I am explaining orally. Follow it. Number of atoms after reaction, that is RHSI. This is reactants and this is the productants. Why I am repeating these many times, you have to remember it. So here, what is the name of the element? Zinc. How many atoms are there? 1. This is only 1. And next one here, how many are there? Zinc. Only 1. I am writing neatly once again. Zinc plus H2SO4 zinc 1, and after that also 1. And next one coming to hydrogen. How many number? It will be 2. And here also how many? 2 are there. Hydrogen atoms. And next one coming to sulfur. How many are there before? 1. And after also only 1. And you can round off it by using pencil while you are writing. So here if you take hydrogen 2 2 and sulfur 1 and 1, and next one oxygen, you can round off by using the pencil. Here it is, by while you are writing. Here hydrogen is also over, and what's remaining? Oxygen. How many number of atoms are there? 4. And after that also 4 is there. Like this we have to check it out. And here the number of atoms before the reaction is equal to the number of atoms. Now we can say that this is a balanced equation. This is a balanced equation. This is a correct equation, we can say. So like that. And in WhatsApp group I will give one more equation for practice also, how to balance, so that you'll have some practice and you can understand in a better way. Okay. And this learning process should not be stopped, whatever may be the circumstances. whatever may be the conditions here it is, whatever it's corona or anything, the learning should not be stopped. If once the learning is stopped, here it is, and that is a stage of stopping your success, and beyond that you cannot succeed. So that continue learning whatever may be the situation, what is maybe the circumstances prevailing nowadays. Okay, and all the best. Keep learning, and if you have any doubts, post in WhatsApp group or post in YouTube comment box, or you can send me a message to personal WhatsApp also. Thank you so much.